What if I told you the world's most valuable company started in a small garage in California? No offices, no funding, just two young visionaries and a dream. This is the extraordinary story of Apple, how it changed the world forever. Apple was officially born on April 1st, 1976. Two college dropouts, Steve Jobs, just 21, and Steve Wozniak, 26, decided to build something that could change how people used computers, but they had no money. So Jobs sold his Volkswagen van. Wozniak sold his HP calculator. With that money, they created the Apple I, a basic computer without a keyboard, monitor, or case, just a motherboard. They built it in Jobs' garage in Palo Alto. But Steve Jobs had a bigger vision, to make computers not just functional, but beautiful and easy to use. In 1977, they launched the Apple II, the first mass-market personal computer with color graphics and a keyboard. Sales exploded. From garage to startup, Apple quickly became a real tech company. They went public in 1980, and just like that, Steve Jobs became a millionaire at 25. But success brought challenges and competitors. Steve Jobs was obsessed with creating the perfect machine. In 1983, he launched the Apple Lisa, the first computer with a graphical user interface, GUI. It was way ahead of its time, but also way too expensive. It flopped. Then came the Macintosh in 1984. It was introduced with one of the most iconic ads in history, aired during the Super Bowl. It looked amazing and introduced the world to GUIs, icons, and a mouse, but sales were disappointing. Too expensive, too slow, not enough software. Tensions rose. Jobs clashed with Apple's CEO John Sculley, whom Jobs had personally recruited from Pepsi. In 1985, Steve Jobs was forced out of the company he created. After Jobs left, Apple stumbled. They launched new products, but none of them matched the magic of earlier innovations. Meanwhile, Jobs founded a new company, Next, and also bought a small animation studio called Pixar. By the mid-90s, Apple was in trouble. Sales were down. Innovation had slowed. The once mighty Apple was near bankruptcy. In 1997, Apple made a bold move. It bought Next for $430 million. And just like that, Steve Jobs returned to Apple. This was a turning point. He simplified the product line. He focused on design. He brought passion back into the company. In 1998, Apple released the colorful iMac. It sold over 800,000 units in 5 months. The comeback had begun. 2001 was a landmark year. Apple launched the iPod and iTunes. Now you could carry 1,000 songs in your pocket. The way people consumed music changed overnight. Then came retail stores. A bold move in the tech world, but it worked. Apple stores became tech temples, drawing millions of customers worldwide. In 2007, Apple changed everything. Again, they launched the iPhone, a device that combined phone, music, internet, and apps, all in one sleek design. Jobs called it a revolutionary product, and he was right. The iPhone redefined communication, business, photography, and entertainment. Apple became a lifestyle brand. In 2010, Apple launched the iPad and once again created a whole new market. But behind the scenes, something tragic was happening. Steve Jobs had been battling pancreatic cancer since 2003. In 2011, he stepped down as CEO and passed away shortly after. The world mourned not just a businessman, but a visionary. Many thought Apple wouldn't survive without Jobs, but under Tim Cook, the company continued to grow. In 2015, Apple released the Apple Watch, then AirPods in 2016. Each became a billion-dollar product line. Apple invested in privacy, services, original content, and sustainability. By 2020, Apple had become the first U.S. company to reach a $2 trillion market cap. They introduced M1 chips, AR developments, and more. Today, Apple is more than a tech company. It's a symbol of innovation, minimalism, and culture. If you enjoyed Apple's incredible journey, like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into tech giants shaping our future.